Hey everybody. Thanks for coming in today and joining me on a little bit different of a video slash podcast-y thing. I'm not quite sure what to call it. I had an idea when I first started doing the YouTube journey to document how I felt every 30 days. And I got to the point at the 30-day mark where I realized that it wasn't feasible for me and my schedule to be able to do that. So I wanted to do a hit at least in some form or fashion. And I thought, let's go 60 days. So that's perfect. So we are at the 60-day mark. And I'm going to do this every 60 days. And of course, I realize it might not be exactly every 60 days, depending on what month we're heading into, but you get the idea, guys. I want to do it roughly every 2 months in time of how I feel about content creation, what my purpose behind it is, what I've learned a little bit, just share some insights, honestly. Like I said, this is intended to just be more of a podcast. I've got Minecraft Dungeons playing in the background. It's just a new character I re-rolled. I actually have a higher level character on this game that my wife and I have together, and we absolutely love it. We get a chance usually every week to play together, and we take the opportunity to bust out a few levels on here. So it's really enjoyable. The reason being that I'm showing it is because, for one, I don't yet have a webcam. And for two, is that in the background, if you are sitting here watching at your PC or whatever like that, you can go ahead and have something to watch. And does it intrigue you? Do you want to see some gameplay footage of this? Because we could possibly delve into this game at some point too. So let me know. These 60-day segments hopefully will improve as I improve as a quote unquote content creator. So I'll stop rambling and let you either kind of zone out and listen to me or keep watching this gameplay. Like I said, let me know what you think. We love it, and I would love to do some gameplay of it. But anyway, so reason number one, or point one, I should say, why I stream and or do YouTube. The first largest, most resounding reason that pops into my head right off the bat would be my dad. My dad passed away not too long ago, and with that, I had to go through the whole process of going through his belongings because I'd already lost my mom previously to that. So that was my last parent, and I had to clean out the house, etc., etc. Well, going through that, I mean, he was older, and there was not a lot of like memories captured, at least not as many as you'd hope for. I think whenever you lose somebody, you're always wanting to capture every last second you can. But I thought, man, it would just be great to be able to capture him in his natural element more. I would love to hear his voice more, especially because I don't have a whole lot of things that have his voice. So I have children, and I figured, man, it would be amazing to be able to pass that on to them and show me in my natural element, which is playing video games. I've always played video games ever since a young child. My mom, bless her heart, I love her to death. She is the one that introduced me into them first, and it was Mario. So name drop, yep, big name drop there. But it was the very first Mario, and so that was my first one playing around on the original Nintendo, and it just evolved from there. And I've always been a huge nerd and a huge video game nerd for that matter. So I don't think it's ever going to go away. Moving on, let's go to point two. So I wanted to touch on the learning aspect of content creation. So I have very briefly done some computer programming, stuff like that, in my younger years, but never anything in depth, like very, very minimalistic stuff and nothing with any kind of actual like formal education. So it was difficult to jump into this and just kind of wing it, basically. I use a very simple editing program. Whenever I looked around, I looked at a lot of referrals and suggestions, and the one that kept popping up for beginners was Shotcut. So that's the one I use currently. I went ahead and downloaded Adobe Premiere, did the free trial. I tried to use it, but I believe there's a very valid reason why people suggested Shotcut before Adobe, because Shotcut was new, OBS was new, Streamlabs is new, Twitch is new, YouTube is new. All of this is very new, evergreen ground that I'm stepping on here, and so it's a learning experience, that's for sure. There's an enormous learning curve, but I've had such a great time learning and experiencing all this, and that's the positivity that all of the people that watch me comes out of you guys. It's incredible. Like, it feeds me to continue to do this all the time. And it sounds cliche, I know, but man, it really does. It just enables you to push yourself to that next level, or to want to strive to be better. And I just cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate that. So, okay, moving on to point 3, personal life. So I just wanted to touch base. I'd say 99.9% of my subscribers and or followers on either platform know me in real life, so I don't have to explain it. However, I do want to touch base for anybody who is coming into the channel eventually, because it is the whole purpose. So I am a full-time employee where I work. So I'm devoted to that, anywhere between 40 to 50 hours a week. And then, not to mention, I've mentioned my children. So I'm a father, a husband, and then it does take me time in between to do editing and streaming. So it's difficult, you know. I'm a homeowner. I have to maintain my house, stuff like that. So it's a full-time job, but if you ever are curious as to why I can't pump out as much content as you'd hope for, or what I'd hope for at least. I might set the bar a little high for myself, but I want to at least put out one video, per week. I think that's a good standard to set, and it's a good consistent schedule to set. Now, I've in the past here, as I built up excitement and stuff like that, I've went a couple extra sleepless nights with trying to pump out content in 3 to 4 days instead. I won't be able to do that on a consistent basis. I just physically, mentally cannot do it all the time. But I can almost, of course, there's nothing guaranteed in life there, but I can almost guarantee that I can pump out one video per week. So if you'll just be patient with me on that one, I think that's a good standard to set, at least for now. You never know what the future holds, though, guys. Maybe I'll have to back that down some, or maybe something will change and I'll be able to put out videos a little bit more consistently. So, but that, like I said, is my personal life. That's basically how I have to divvy up my time. So I'm trying to do the very best I can as far as scheduling these things and being involved with you guys. I love you guys so much as a community, but it just takes time to manage all this stuff, and especially, like I said, since it's so new, it's definitely going to be a challenge. So let's move on though. Point 4 I wanted to talk about real quick would be streaming or YouTube, and which one is a priority for me. So for now, YouTube is going to be the priority over Twitch. Twitch is just a new endeavor that I thought would be fun to interact with my community, and I absolutely love it. It was super fun. It's something that's very interactive, which is so much better than just kind of playing Minecraft by yourself, as you guys know. I'm sure anyone can attest to that. But it's gonna have to be fit around the schedule, just like I mentioned in point 3 previously, is that with the time constraints that I have, YouTube just fits my schedule and my play style better. So I'm going to prioritize that. I would really love if I had a goal in mind, I would much rather hit my monetization goal on YouTube before I hit any kind of partner or affiliate status on Twitch. Streaming is fun, but it requires a certain level of dedication and attention that I feel like I just cannot commit to quite yet, at least to 100%. So, with that being said, YouTube will be my priority, and I will be trying my very best to continually put up that one video per week consistently for you guys. So, let's move on to our final point, though. Point 5 is going to be future projects and future games. Basically, the future direction in which I want to take either one of the channels. So, Cyberpunk 2077 was recently delayed again, and it was supposed to come out here in about a week from the time that I'm publishing this video, but it's been pushed back a little further. That's a game that has drawn my attention for a really long time, and man, do I want to jump on board with that thing. Now, I don't know how consistently I can play it and stuff like that, and I don't know what that means for our Minecraft series. But for now, I want to continue our Minecraft series. My biggest goal on that series is to, at the very least, beat the Ender Dragon before we take any kind of solid break from that game. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to completely quit and put it to the back burner and never play it again. But I feel like I said, I want to be somewhat of a variety content creator. And if there's no variety on my content, then I can't be a content variety creator. Yeah, so you guys get it. But I wanna see what I can garner as far as attention onto my channels. The goal here is to not only provide something that I can look back on and enjoy, my children, my wife, my friends, my family, they can look back and enjoy, but like I said, other people can enjoy. And I think we all have that dream of being a creator, that you can just retire and sit at your house all day long and make content and everything is beautiful. That would be amazing, but the amount of time invested into this, it takes a really long time, guys. So I have no kind of delusions that suddenly I'll wake up tomorrow and there'll be 50,000 subscribers on my channel and everything will be fine. But who knows what the future holds, guys. Maybe in a year, 2, 3 years, maybe it'll get to the point where this will be something that I can do lightly on the side to make a little extra cash to inevitably reinvest back into myself. That is kind of the goal here for myself as a step one, I think, as a content creator. And we'll see what I think at the 120-day mark. But I've already upgraded my mic from the very beginning of this series. I've done a few slight tweaks here and there on my PC setup and stuff like that, mostly software changes. But, you know, we'll just have to see. Like I said, I am a full-time employee where I work. I'm an older guy. I'm starting to get a little bit more financially stable and secure with my lifestyle. And so I have a little bit of funds off to the side that I can upgrade some equipment, and we're going to continue to see what I can do as far as making these videos a little bit better. But before I just go ahead and dump hundreds upon hundreds of dollars into my PC setup, I really don't want to put my own skills back aside and neglect those. I want to make sure that my content is always priority one, because inevitably I want the content to always shine through. I don't want it to be lackluster in any design because, oh man, I have the nicest RGB lights and stuff, but you know, my content is garbage and nobody wants to watch it and it's not worth, you know, looking back on. So that's going to always be priority number one. So I've said it before in a couple posts on my Twitter and Facebook pages, shameless plug there. But I've said it before, and I want to be transparent with you guys. I just want to make sure that content is number one, transparency with you guys. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to make any kind of fake illusions of what the channel is and my gameplay. I think that's kind of why my Let's Play series on Minecraft is a little bit slower. Not only am I a little bit slower, but I just want to make sure and include you guys with every step of the process, and I feel like that's the same way with my content creation with my YouTube channel here. That's the whole intention of this video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit. I know it was a little bit off, the charts here, a little bit weird. I think the next time I want to make sure that I have a webcam. I think that is going to be a good investment for me. That way we can all connect a little bit better. I feel like maybe looking at me instead of looking at, some Minecraft Dungeons gameplay in the background, it might be a little bit better in case you guys want to connect a little bit with me. But we'll just have to see, guys. Like I said, it really just depends. Whenever we come to the 120-day mark, that is going to be just over the first of the year. So today is election day in the States, and that's always a little bit rocky. So we'll have to see how that pans out. And we're coming up to the holiday season. So I won't get to make another one of these videos until after the first of the year. I hope all of you guys have a really beautiful, blessed holiday season. Stay safe, stay positive, tell somebody you love them. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Stay tuned for some details on episode 13 of the Minecraft series coming up, as well as I have a pretty big announcement coming up for episode 15. So that's going to be a big one, guys. But anyway, like I said, stay safe. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye for now.